What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, okay? And we're here for a brand new review of last night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, I'm still in the ATL. I'm live from Jamar's kitchen or whatever. And hopefully y'all can see me. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I am on my laptop. You know what I mean? So I don't have no mic. I'm just on my laptop. So I hope you guys can hear me good. But yes, I am here. And at first I was gonna do this video I was gonna do this video pretty much pre-recorded, but I said, no, I'm gonna go on and do it live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this live pretty quickly. I'm not gonna be on here for no more than an hour because Jamar got to come up in here and do his panel with Maddie and all them for the RuPaul's Drag Race stuff. So I'm gonna come up in here and do this. But before we even start this, let me let you guys know a little something before we start. And no, this is not Destiny's brush. This is my brush. This is my brush. This is my brush, honey. But anyways, so listen. So last night I went out with Jamie, that's me, Mims, Jamar, Really B. All of us went out. I think that's all of us. It was because Sakina was supposed to go, but she had gotten sick. So it was me, Jamar, Mims, Aaron, and Jamie. We went out and we had us a lovely time. But I will say this, I have to remember that Aaron is 26 and I'm 33, meaning Friday night when we went out, y'all, he had me and Jamar out till like 2:30 in the morning. And when we was walking to the car, he said, y'all going home? We was like, yeah, we tired and we old. So we got to go home, child. But you know, he said, the party is just starting. I'm like, no, it's not, Aaron. No, it's not. But we had a blast though. I had such a good time. You know what I mean? And I was talking shit to Really B from the moment I saw her. Like it didn't even feel like it was our first meeting. Like literally, y'all know this is my first time ever meeting Really B in person. Because you know, I've seen Mims already. I hang out with Jamie and Aaron every time I come to Atlanta. So we had a good time. Hey T. We had a good time. So yes, so me seeing Really B for the first time, we acted like we normally act on a panel. So it was all genuine, all positive vibes. Today we just cooling out today. We're gonna get a little dinner today. You know, one of my friends are cooking for me, Jamar, and Tramel today. So we're gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna be here till Tuesday. So yeah, most definitely. Let's see. Y'all need to drag T out. That's the same thing Jamie said last night, by the way. I know T is up in here, but that's the same thing that Jamie said. Jamie said, y'all need to get T out the house. He need to come and see us. And I'm like, child, we trying to get him out, child. We do be trying to get him out. We do. Hopefully he able to come at some point in time, But all in all, we had a good time. I think me and Sakina, we're going out for breakfast in the morning. So I'm gonna see her tomorrow. But I had to let y'all know that before I started this video. But we had a good time. But before we get into anything else, let's talk about what we got coming up this week. Now, tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not reality TV panel, okay? It will be on Really B's channel. I will not be there this week either because I'm here, so I won't be able to do the panel, but it will definitely be on Really B's platform, and hopefully Really B gets someone like maybe Reggie, Layology, or L Teddy to come on in my spot. You know what I mean? So be sure to tune in to that tomorrow at the same time. Wednesday is Roast Review. I will be returning for that though. Roast Review will be on my platform on Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. So that's what we got coming up this week on the platform, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this review, honey. So let's see. So we start this thing off being at Stormy's because before we even get, because this episode was boring. This episode was boring as fuck. That's why, y'all, it ain't even that many people up in this live because the episode was fucking boring. It was boring. And you know, even with this whole blackout thing that's been going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's kind of like, okay, the questions is because Ashley made a good point under my review last week. And my thing is the blackout the reason why the ratings are down, or is it because we're simply bored with the show? Is the blackout really working, or are we just bored with it? Because us as reviewers or bloggers or whatever you want to call us, we watch it because it's our job to watch and give a review on it. If it wasn't for us reviewing it, we probably wouldn't even be still watching this bullshit. But it's kind of like, it's to me, it's like, is it the blackout or is it the fact that this show is fucking trash now? It got to be one or the other. And I'm starting to believe it was trash. It's trash, and that's why ain't nobody watching it. That's the only thing that I could say. What is the point of the blackout? They want to black out because of people like Miss Wanda and Mark. They don't want to watch the show until they're off the show, which I feel like is crazy because, you know, I had to delete someone's comment because they said, of course you don't understand the meaning of a blackout. Of course you don't understand the meaning of a blackout because it's about protecting Black women and all this other shit. Like, this is why I'll be so fucking happy when this show is over, because I'm really tired of all of that shit. Like, all this you don't understand because you don't care about Black women bullshit that they be trying to paint on me and many of the other male reviewers of this show is really redundant. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I'm going to continue to watch this show. Ain't nobody going to stop me from watching it. Just because y'all don't like somebody, that don't mean I got to black out for it. Just like y'all was giving Jamie a hard time. Well, not y'all. Just like people was giving Jamie a hard time. What would it benefit us as people that review the show and talk about the show? What would it benefit us to be blacking out the show? We make money talking about that. The fuck we blacking it out for? I'm just being honest. But, you know, and that's just that on that tea. We are definitely bored with this show. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So yeah, like I said, this shit boring. Outside of Kimmy and Maurice's storyline at this particular point, this shit is boring and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the stale beefs. I'm sick of the same shit. It's like these people don't like each other, and it makes it hard to watch, honestly. It makes it difficult to watch, and it's annoying, you know. Hey, how you doing? It's just a show. If people don't like the review, keep it moving. What you talking about? But we're gonna go ahead and get into this review though, because I didn't wasted too much time. So we're still at Stormy's peace party, whatever the hell it's supposed to be, her peace party. They were talking about whether or not Melody spoke to Destiny or not. At the end of the day, Melody did speak to Destiny. She spoke to the girl. It don't matter what type of speaking to she did, she spoke to the girl. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, she spoke to the girl, and that's just it. Hey, Jeremy, that's just it. She spoke to the fucking girl. Like, what more do you want? She spoke to her. You know what I mean? Destiny just didn't hear her speak. Just because Destiny didn't hear her, Destiny just didn't hear her. Melody did speak to the girl. That's just that. No matter how she spoke to her, she still spoke to her. And at this point, we're over it. So then I don't know if it was Melody or was it Destiny, but one of them asked Kimmy, did Melody speak to her or not? And yeah, I feel like I need some more light. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, so Kimmy pretty much said that yes, she did speak. She definitely did speak to you, Destiny. She did speak. So that's what it was. So then, you know, Melody said she was fine with where her and Destiny are at this particular point. You know what I mean? And at this point, the rest of them should be fine with where Mel and Destiny are. Stop asking them if they're going to be friends. Stop asking them if they're going to be cool again. We just have to be... Y'all, Jamar snoring his ass off. Like, we've been at it all weekend. That's probably why he's so tired. Do you hear him up in there snoring? But anyway, so so yeah, at this point, I just think that everybody needs to let it go. Everybody needs to stop asking them, "Are y'all gonna be cool? Is there a way for y'all to be friends?" It's no way for them to be friends again. They don't want to be friends again. They don't have to be friends with each other. People just gotta understand. At some point in time, a friendship ends, and you gotta know when to end it. Like when you keep on trying to piece this shit together, it's gonna keep falling apart. And at some point, you just gotta let it go. It's just like a damn VCR or a DVD player. You know the shit ain't working, and you keep on trying to make it work, and it's just not working. Throw the shit away. It's just that on that. Like I still get annoyed when people would ask me questions about, like, when I was cool with Justin. Well, when I was friends with Justin, and then we stopped being friends. And for many, many years, people would ask me, "I would love to see y'all resolve your differences. I would love to see you guys be friends again." I don't want to be friends with him again. You feel what I mean? And that's not in a negative way, negative tone, or anything like that. It's just that we have come to an impasse, and that's just what it is. We don't have to be friends like that. You know what I mean? Just because a person don't want to be friends with someone, it don't mean there's an issue. It don't mean there's any drama. It just means that I'm good with where we are. I've moved on with my life. I don't need the friendship anymore. And I'm pretty sure they don't need my friendship either. And that's just that. I get it. When you see people that were friends with each other for so long, and then y'all was good with looking at them, like even with Destiny and Melody or me and Justin, people used to like seeing our interaction. People used to love seeing us together all the time. And I'm pretty sure that once we broke apart, it hurt some people because they enjoyed our friendship. But we weren't meant to be friends. And if we were meant to be friends, we would be friends to this day, but we're not. And I'm fine with that. And, so Melody and Destiny, they're no longer friends. I don't think that their relationship is a relationship where it could be fixed or it could be saved. It's just that they don't need to be friends. Destiny don't need to be friends with Melody, and Melody don't need to be friends with Destiny. Too much has happened between the two of them. You know what I mean? To the point to where it's not salvageable. It's just not. And that's just how I feel about it. People can be mad about it all they want to, but it's nothing to fix at this point. It's really nothing to fix. So just let it go. I mean, it is what it is. If these girls don't want to be friends with each other no more, they ain't got to be friends with each other no more. It's just that fucking simple. It's just that goddamn simple. Leave it be, let it go. They ain't got to be friends. It's over. And it's okay. Then Stormy said she was okay with how things went at this party. I don't see how she could be okay. There was no peace being made. Did nobody make amends? Did nobody make up? Did nobody become friends again? Did nobody do shit? Tisha and Destiny barely said any words to each other. You know what I mean? So the purpose of this party was to have peace, and nothing happened. Like there was no discussions about things that really mattered. No discussions about anything. It was really a waste of fucking time, if you ask me. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of time, point blank, period. And that's just my opinion on that. Like, it was a waste of time. So we're gonna move on and go into where Kimmy and Mel, they were having like a good moment outside of Stormy's house. Mel was trying to figure out what was wrong with Kimmy, and Kimmy was like, it is a lot going on, but I just don't want to talk about it right now until I know for sure what's going on. And Melody said, well, you know that I'm here for you. You know that I love you, and I got your back, and whatever you tell me, it ain't gonna go nowhere. And you know what? I do feel like that moment between Kimmy and Melody was real. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like there was a real moment between them, and I do think that out of all the girls on that show, I really feel like Melody cares for Melody. Melody cares more for Kimmy than she does for the rest of them. I do believe that. I do feel like she really do care about Kimmy. And I think she likes her more than the rest of them. I mean, that's the only one she really films with out of all of them. So I really believe that she really did care about Kimmy and what she had going on. It seems sincere. You feel what I'm saying? It seems sincere. I can honestly say that. This is coming from a person that don't really care for Mel. It did seem sincere to me. It was a real moment for me. Because a lot of the times I don't be feeling like, I'm not gonna go there. But it was a real moment. That's what I'm gonna say about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into LaTisha and Marcel and this surprise date night. Like, so LaTisha, so Marcel decides that he wants to show his quote unquote romantic side tonight and wants to give her, you know, all of this whatever he wants to give, you know what I'm saying? And so he made dinner, you know, the kids are gone, they don't know where the kids are at and shit like that. So well, he said that's LaTisha's thing, you know, I don't know where the kids at, but you know, LaTisha got it under control or whatever. So it's just like they start discussing the couples retreat, which I don't know why we're talking about the couples retreat. That was many, many, many moons ago. Why are we talking about that boring ass couples trip? I don't want to hear about that shit. I just don't want to hear about it. It's just not good for my spirit. I don't care. But yeah, I was like, why are we talking about this? Like, this is why this show needs to come to an end, because it's like, why are we talking about shit that has happened already? Why do we keep recapping the same shit? So Marcel feels like Dr. Francis is biased. Of course you feel like he's biased. Here's my thing. Marcel is those type of men who don't want to be held accountable for shit they do. Don't want to be held accountable for nothing that they do. He's talking about Dr. Francis is biased. It's not that he's biased. He just sees through your bullshit. That's all it is. He sees through your macho man, Billy Badass bullshit. And you don't like it. You don't like that he's clocking you. You ain't used to being clocked. Your own wife don't clock you. So of course you're gonna feel like, oh, he being biased. He doing this. He doing that. He don't understand. He ain't gonna understand. No one understands the bullshit that you got going on. Nobody understands it. So what the fuck are you saying? He's biased. He's biased. He's biased. He ain't biased. He just see through your bullshit. That's it. A lot of you men don't want nobody to see through your fucking bullshit. So now they gotta be biased to shit. No, they ain't biased. They ain't biased. They see exactly what's going on, and you don't want nobody to see what's going on. No. And then on top of that, you could tell they ain't got shit to talk about because they talking about other folks while they're having date night. They talking about their whack ass couples retreat. They talking about how Dr. Francis is biased. They talking about Tiffany and Lewis. Y'all can sit up there and y'all can talk about everybody else and what the fuck they got going on, but you can't talk about your own situation. You can't talk about the rumors that Marcel got about him out here cheating on you. Why won't y'all address that? Y'all addressed that shit once before earlier on in the season, but y'all ain't addressing it now. Like, why y'all not addressing the real issues? Why y'all always sitting up in every scene talking about everybody else, but ain't got shit to say about yourselves and what y'all really got going on? I'm tired of y'all sitting up here thinking because y'all been married for so many years that y'all can sit up and talk down on everybody. Put some respect on our marriage. Put some respect on. It's nothing to respect. He treats you like you're stupid. He treats you like you're stupid. He talks to you like you're beneath him. He make me feel like he thinks you're beneath him because of the way that he talks to you. You're an educated woman and you dumb yourself down for the likes of Marcel. And it's really ridiculous that you dumb yourself down like that. And this is the reason why I give you so much, because it's not that you're a bad person. It's just that you make yourself seem to be, you dumb yourself down for a man. And I don't like the fact that you dumb yourself down for a man. A lot of us have dumbed ourselves down for a man. I've done it before. A lot of us have dumbed ourselves down for a man, not really having a voice, not doing this, not doing that. It's just, no, y'all don't never talk about the real things that's going on in y'all life. The blogs talk about the real things that's going on in y'all life. Like, don't y'all got a lawsuit or something like that? Like, what's going on? Like, talk about what y'all got going on in y'all business. Talk about that. Like, why y'all always talking about everybody else? But God forbid if somebody have an opinion on LaTisha and Marcel's marriage, then everybody mad about it. Y'all mad about it when somebody talking about y'all. But why can't nobody talk about y'all? Y'all always talking about everybody else. Why can't nobody talk about y'all? In every scene, y'all talking about other people's marriages, but can't nobody talk about yours. The problem with a lot of people on this show is that they don't keep it a book. They don't keep it 100. And I feel like the only ones that's doing it at this point is Kimmy and Maurice. Everybody else ain't being 100 about what they really got going on. Everybody's not being 100 about what the fuck they really got going on. Like it's very surface. And I think that's why this show is lacking, because nobody is really keeping it real about shit. Nobody is really keeping it real about anything. And all they're doing is constantly rehashing and talking about the same shit. We keep talking about the fight. We talking about the couples retreat again. Why the fuck we talking about that? What else do you have to talk about? Oh, we talking about how non-transparent Tiffany and Lewis is. Y'all not that transparent either, if we're being honest. None of y'all being transparent, to be honest. Now that I really think about it, because we give Destiny a whole lot for not showing shit or not telling us shit or not being open about shit. But the rest of these motherfuckers ain't really being open either. Real shit. They're not being open. They're not telling their real truth at all. They're not. They're not telling their real truth, period. It's a lot of things that LaTisha and Martell can sit down and talk about. But instead, we see them in scenes talking about Mel. We see them in scenes talking about Tiffany and Lewis. Y'all talk about everybody. But like I said, as soon as somebody talk about y'all, then LaTisha act like she's finna cry. So we got to keep it a book here. We just do. For real, for real. It's crazy. And it's annoying. Like, I know I'm going on a tirade right now, but it's really not a lot to discuss, because it's not a lot to discuss. But like I said, ain't none of them keeping it a book about what they really got going on in their life. Like I said, LaTisha and Martell, they don't talk about shit. Melody don't talk about shit. Melody talk about the same thing over and over again. I don't want to be friends with them. I don't want to be friends with them. This is all business to me. I don't care about them. I'm all about peace. I'm all about regulation. I'm all about the Lord and the Bible. I don't want to talk to nobody. The same conversation. Martell don't talk about shit. I'm just trying to do better in my life now that me and Melody are back on the same page. You know, I don't have no money, ain't got nothing going on, and I'm still staying with my mama, eating big ass salads in a big ass bowl, but I ain't got nothing going on. So I just gotta, continue to kiss Melody's ass and kiss, the Scott's ass so I can have some airtime. Same shit. Destiny definitely not talking about shit. She definitely not talking about shit. Destiny sitting up here talking about, they ruined my business. They ruined my grand opening. They ruined that for me. They ruined this. They ruined that. They ruined this. They ruined that. I can't stand Melody. I can't stand Melody. I can't stand Melody. But Martell is my friend. It's the same shit. Ain't nobody got nothing to talk about. Nobody. And to be honest, Kimmy and Maurice didn't have shit to talk about either up until now. So it's just annoying. It's annoying. Like, God damn, Jamar must have been tired. But I'm just saying, like, they ain't got shit to talk about. Like, that's why I don't mind Miss Wanda coming in, kicking up the drama. Because the rest of them ain't got nothing going on. It gets interesting when she's around. It's annoying. None of them are keeping it a book. And the show just not doing it. It's just not cutting it for me. I don't give a fuck. Nothing about no damn blackout. They're not giving nothing. Nobody's giving anything. And I know a lot of people want to say, well, Mel is a storyline. Mel is everybody's storyline. She giving everybody something to talk about. It's stale. She ain't doing that good of a job. Because it's boring. All we keep talking about is the same thing. The fight. That stupid ass grand opening. That stupid ass trip. How we don't like each other. It's ridiculous. It's just, oh God, it bores me to even do this review, child. I'm on my vacation doing this review, and I'm annoyed because I got to do it. And then another thing that makes it annoying is the fact that they keep filming so fast. They end one season and then they turn around and then they go right back to filming again after a month. That's the real problem. Be gone for a couple of months. Let us miss y'all. Y'all need to be gone for a couple of months so y'all can figure out what y'all gonna do about this show. Take a back seat and figure out what we're gonna do about this show. Who we got to get rid of? Who we gonna bring to the show? What we gonna talk about? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of people saying this show was supposed to be about real estate. Be honest. Y'all weren't gonna watch that shit. Let's keep it a book. Y'all were not gonna watch that. Y'all were not gonna sit up here and watch a show about no fucking real estate. Y'all would not give a fuck about no real estate. Y'all was not gonna watch that shit. Come on now. It's too much drama. They need to get back to talking about, if they sat there and talked about real estate all the time, y'all would not be watching this shit. Stop it. This is my thing. People want to sit up here and say they want this for the show. They want that for the show. They feel like this would be good for the show. They need to go back to what they normally was talking about beforehand. Y'all say that now. But if they did that, then y'all would be talking about how boring the show is. These type of shows thrive off drama. Y'all know that. So there's a lot of more positive shows that's out there that no one watches. There's a lot of shows with no drama that no one watch. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Let's keep it a book here. It's not even about the fact that it needs to go back to real estate. It's the fact that it needs to be refreshed, like Too Feisty said. But as of right now, this ain't, just like Tony said, this ain't no drama. This is just BS. None of them are talking about their issues at this point. None of them are really facing their issues at this point. They just want to sit back and be, what's the word I'm looking for? They want to sit back and be passive aggressive to one another and think that shit is entertaining. It's not. It's not. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling it, period. And then they start talking about a period party, and I'm just like, this is the type of shit that I don't need to be a part of. Because I don't know anything about cycles or nothing. Because I'm not a female, so I don't understand it. So that's why I was like, why does it have to be named period party? Like, could they just make it another name? Could it be another name? Not period party. Like, I didn't like the name. I agree with them having it, but could it be named something else and not period party? I don't know why that. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like that name. They could have been more creative with it. I'm trying to think of a name that would have been a little bit more creative than period party. You know what I'm saying? But however, I'm not gonna harp on that. That's just my due diligence. So Kimmy and Maurice, they're headed to get the biopsy. And, Kimmy is basically talking about how she feels about it and, what's to come and how afraid she is to get it and how she doesn't want this to be cancer. But that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like cancer to her. And she doesn't want it to be that. And I feel like it's really sad, like when you have to go, like when you go through stuff like that and all of those things, like you finding lumps, you're trying to figure out what's really going on with the situation. That shit is scary. And it's even scarier for the people that loves you and the people that's around you. Because, recently my mother had found, like a lump or something like that. And she had a mammogram, and we were sitting back waiting early this year trying to see if it was breast cancer or not, because my mother already had cancer already. Like, she had uterine cancer. And I think I've talked about it on a previous video. My mother had uterine cancer when I was like 15. And they took a whole uterus out because it was cancer in her uterus. So you feel what I'm saying? So, I know that when my mother went in for her mammogram earlier this year, I didn't show it to anyone, but I was definitely afraid because my mother is my everything. And I'm not ready for my mother to go. So, I just wanted my mom to be okay. And luckily, she was okay. It was another situation. And they dealt with the situation. But yeah, I was like, just that waiting period to try to see what's really going on. That's a whole lot for a person. And I can understand where Kimmy is coming from, honestly. I definitely understand where she's coming from. And and cancer is just something that is horrible. Like, cancer is one sick motherfucker. Okay, like it really is. Like it does. Oh my God, hold on, y'all. Rufus done knocked over that damn thing. I need to get a towel. Hold on, you guys. Well, never mind. I'll get it in a minute. But it was sad to watch this morning when I was watching it on my laptop. It was it was sad to look at. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, God damn, Kimmy. You know what I'm saying? But that is the most realest thing that's going on the show. It is. Unfortunately, it is. So we're gonna move on to Melody and Destiny. Destiny was having a photo shoot for her song on -10. And Melody came in there, and I kind of smiled for a split second because I kind of miss them as friends, but I understand why they can't be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked to me like they really missed each other. Like, they was really up in there having fun for a second. And I was just like, oh, that's so nice. That's so sweet. You know what I mean? Like, it's extra sweet to see them doing all that. But we already know that wasn't going to last long, and they had to get down to the nitty gritty of the situation. That's what they had to do. So when it came down to it, um, Melody said that she had a video that she was gonna post in regards to her listening to that song. And when they showed the video of her listening to the song, I'm sitting up here like, God, I wish Destiny and Melody will realize that they ass can't sing. In the words of K. Michelle, when K. Michelle was talking about Erica Mena, first place, you can't sing. Maybe your coochie sang, but you can't sing. They can't sing. I really wish they know. I really wish somebody would tell them to stop it. I really wish that she can't sing. They can't sing. Neither one of them can sing. Can you imagine Melody and Destiny remaking Monica and Brandy's The Boy Is Mine? Can you imagine them both trying to sing The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica? Just think about both of them singing Brandy and Monica. Cat number one, cat number two. Singing The Boy's Mind. Terrible. Terrible. That's something you don't want to hear, right? Terrible. I really wish they stopped. Anyway, They revisit the Madonna thing, and then they start going back and forth about the same old shit. The same shit that they've been going back and forth. At this point, it's like, why are we talking about this again? Y'all not gonna get nowhere. What is the point? Because I feel like we have seen them have this conversation time and time the fuck again. Melody don't want to be your friend. And it's pretty clear that you want to be hers, but she don't want to be your friend. And it's nothing wrong with you desiring to be her friend, because at the end of the day, it's human nature. You've been friends with somebody for a while and shit like that. Then it's like, okay, you know, I love you. We had a great friendship. We had all of this going on, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, if someone does not want to be your friend, let it go. Stop holding a torch for a person that don't fuck with you. Stop holding a torch for someone who could give a fuck about you. Let's stop it with that. Let's normalize not rehashing things from the past. Either you're going to move forward or not. If you want to stay where you were at, then stop. Because like I said, there have been things on both sides, in my opinion, that has happened and that were questionable. And that's when I started like reading Melody down, because I didn't read her. I wasn't reading Melody when I first started reviewing this show, but like around season 3, that's when I started reading her down. First things first, I feel like Melody was pissed off at Destiny because of the fact that Destiny did not tell her ass about that damn divorce. We got to keep it funky here. Neither one of them are perfect. Y'all know how I get down over here. Facts is facts. Ain't now one of them perfect. Period. Now one of them. But I do feel like it all begins with that right there. She was mad at Destiny because Destiny did not tell her ass about that divorce. That's where the shit started. For me, that's where it started. Because they didn't have no issues up until that point. Up until that point, they did not have no issues. Then Tiffany came into the situation, and then it looked as if Melody was taking her side, Tiffany's side, whenever her and Destiny would get into it. In my opinion, that's exactly what was going on. They was getting into it because of the Tiffany thing. Like, Mel would take up for Tiffany at any given moment. She would take up for Tiffany. So then it was like, okay, girl, what's really going on? What's really real here? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely understand, you know, that was another thing. But then, you know, Melody started pulling back because she probably felt like she not keeping it 100 with me. Like, she not telling me about that divorce. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting up here telling her all my business. I'm crying to her about this man cheating on me. I'm telling her all my business. And all this time, this same rat that I'm spilling all my cheese to is eating up all my cheese, but ain't giving me not a slice of her fucking cheese. And she gonna sit up here and tell me that her cheese is expired. I know that ain't no good analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. It was one-sided. Melody was telling her all of her deepest, darkest secrets, everything that was going on with her marriage, while Destiny didn't tell her anything. And she probably felt like a fucking fool because she probably felt like, okay, she's downloading everything that I'm telling her in regards to my marriage to Martell. She's downloading everything so she can go back and tell Martell what the fuck I'm talking about. So I ain't fucking with her like that due to the fact that she ain't telling me shit about her and LeBerick. She ain't telling me nothing. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what he doing to her. I don't know what's going on. But I'm telling her everything that I got going on, but she not telling me anything. So I think that's why I keep saying it was things that were done on both ends. And I think they both felt a way about certain things. I feel like Destiny felt ways about Melody and Melody felt ways about Destiny. It's just that simple. And I just feel like, you know, Melody wasn't completely honest about why she didn't fuck with her. I feel like she should have just been real and been like, I feel like you've been lying to me. I feel like our relationship was one-sided. I was giving you money to help you out. I was doing all types of things as a friend would, but I felt like you was not giving me that in return. Now, I'm not going to say that Destiny didn't have Melody's back, because a lot of the times she did have her back. She would chew Martell out on Melody's behalf, even chewed out Miss Wanda on Melody's behalf. But that's it. The emotional aspect of the relationship was lacking. That's the problem. And then on top of that, not only did Melody pull back, but then Destiny started getting chummy with Tisha. And then Melody got upset about that too. So I feel like on both ends, there was a miscommunication. There was a direct thing between both of them. And I felt like if they would have had those conversations, we wouldn't even be talking about this. That's why I've always said, if there's ever a problem with any of my friends, I always address the situation. If I feel like there's a problem, I'm going to address the situation. I don't have time to play Blues Clues, context clues, Monopoly to figure out what the fuck going on with you. I'm going to come directly to the source. If I feel like something is going on, I'm going to address it. Now, it's up to you to tell me the truth. Now, if you don't tell me the truth, that's on you. But the truth going to always reveal itself at the end of the day. This is why me and Jamar have a good relationship, because we've never had no problems. And there was never a reason for him to ever question my loyalty to him. And there was never no reason for me to question his loyalty to me. He's never done anything to me that was snakish. He's never done anything to me out of pocket. I've always been able to be comfortable in that relationship. The same way with Josiah. Now, me and Josiah have had conversations where I had to say, listen, bro, you're doing too much. I don't like that. You need to quit doing that. Like, you in over your head. Stop doing it. And Josiah would be like, I take that and I, whatever. Like, Josiah would take it and move the fuck on. We ain't had no problems. He said, he'll ask me if he's doing too much. And if I feel like he is, I'm going to tell him that. It's the same thing. Like, I always say, communication is the key. And if you don't have communication in a relationship or a friendship, it's never going to fucking work. And the problem between these two is that they cannot let it go. And I think that Destiny can't let it go. Destiny, like I said, Melody is a Scorpio. Destiny is a Taurus. These two people are big signs. They're not going to let shit go. They're never going to forgive one another. And when they fall out, they falls out. It's just that fucking simple. They fall out, period. So it's just that. But it could be more that happened between the two of them that we just don't know about. All this stuff that we see on TV is probably superficial to them. It may be more things that happen between the both of them, because they're both hurt about something. And I feel like that's why I feel like it's not just Destiny that fucked up as a friend. I feel like, Melody fucked up as a friend too. And that's okay. That's okay. We fuck up. We are humans. Ain't none of us God. I feel like Melody hurt Destiny and Destiny hurt Melody. And when I say that Melody may have hurt Destiny, then people be like, well, what did she do? Melody is not God, okay? She's a human being just like everybody else. Melody fuck up like everybody else do. She makes fucked up decisions too. She do fucked up shit too. She make bad moves too. So at this particular point, we don't know why they're not friends. This shit that's happening on TV is superficial. Like I said, it's very superficial. So it could be way more to this story than what they're really letting on. And that's why I feel like they both fucked each other over in some kind of way. That's how I feel. So then after that conversation, Melody did say that she loved Destiny, but she preferred that they just can't be friends. And you can love somebody from a distance. You can love somebody from a distance. You don't have to love them like that. You can love them from a distance. Like, you can love them. You can always be there for them when they need you to sometimes, but that don't mean y'all gotta be friends. I got two friends right now in my inner circle that are no longer friends. They've been stopped being friends a long time ago. But the fact of the matter is, they were able to talk. They were able to say, we are going to be cordial. We're not going to be friends anymore. But if you need me for anything, we'll be able to have that conversation. Or I'll be able to be there for you. I'm almost finished. I'll be there for you if you need me to be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. So, you know, people don't have to be friends with each other. Because sometimes if you ain't got no trust in a person, what the fuck is it a friendship for? If you ain't got no trust in them. Once the trust is gone, everything else gone. And then you got to rebuild trust and shit. And then when you try to rebuild the damn trust, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you constantly questioning their every fucking move. You don't believe shit they say. So it's like, what's the point? So I think that it's a healthy way of thinking. We can be cordial, we just can't be friends. Ain't no wrong there. However, that bitch that's over here, I will fight for that bitch. I wish that bitch would tell me he don't want to be my friend no more. I'm dragging her by them dreads. But I'm just saying though. But that's just it. Sometimes you just gotta let people. Huh? Oh, you gotta let people go, child. Sometimes, and that's just what it is. Now, this last scene about this period party, they had like this blogger here that was telling all the girls about, you know, their menstrual cycles and things of that nature and stuff like that, which was a cool thing to have for the little girls and stuff like that, because they are going to have to, you know, learn about their cycles and stuff like that. I ain't got much to say because I ain't got no cycle and I'm not no girl, so I don't know how that goes. But shout out to the woman that was there. But we gonna move on to Maurice. Maurice stops by the period party. I hate saying period party. Why they just couldn't name it something else? Why did it have to be called a period party? But however, Maurice stops by, LaTisha comes outside, and Kimmy reveals to LaTisha that she's at stage 2 triple negative breast cancer. And it's one of the most aggressive parts of breast cancer that they know of. And, you know, when LaTisha caught herself crying, it sounded like she was trying to cry. And I'm like, girl, are you really sad or are you trying to put on for the camera? Because it sounded like she wanted to laugh at first. You never know with LaTisha sometimes. Sometimes you don't know if she really emotional or she really sad or whatever. You know, I feel like on Love and Marriage Huntsville, they need to get some damn acting lessons from Quad, because she can give y'all a nasty Tyler Perry scene. And I feel like that's what was missing in this scene. I think that's what LaTisha was trying to give. But no, she can't do it quite like Quad. But it didn't seem I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I'm not gonna say that she wasn't sad though. But I do kind of feel like, girl, like, are you trying to force yourself to cry? You can be sad. You don't have to cry to be sad. You can be sad without crying. But everybody ain't like me, because I don't cry for shit. Everybody ain't like me, so I can't judge. But yeah, it just came across not genuine to me. I'm just being honest. But I'm not saying that she wasn't sad, but I did feel like the crying aspect was a little forced, if you ask me. I don't know. You know how sometimes reality TV goes, you know, sometimes stuff has already happened, but they want you to reenact it on the camera. I hate it. I hate it when they do that, because it's not authentic when they have to make them redo it all over again. But, you know, LaTisha did say that she was going to be there for Kimmy. She loves Kimmy and she's going to, you know, be there for her. And I think that's all that really matters, is that she's going to be there for Kimmy and stuff like that. And that's all you really need when you got someone in your family that got cancer. All they really need for you is to be there for them. Because like I told y'all, watching my uncle slip away from throat cancer last year was a big thing for me. I talked about this several times on my videos and shit like that. It was a big ass thing for me to watch him slip away. Like, cancer does a number to your body, and it's very difficult to watch that person like slip away like that. Like, he was getting smaller and smaller. He could talk one day and the next day he couldn't talk. It was just like, you know. But I think that Kimmy is strong, and I think that she'll get through it. That's what we're all hoping that she does. Because whenever you hear the words cancer, the first thing that you do is think that they're gonna pass. Like, and that's just being honest. Like, when you hear the words cancer, it automatically makes you think about death. But it's not always a death seance. You know, it's not always a death seance. Sometimes it's an obstacle, but we don't know how this is gonna go. So shout out to everybody that is going through cancer. They got family members, spouses with cancer. It's a horrible thing. Trust me, I know it is. So I'm about to stop this now because Jamar got to start on his panel now. So I'm about to end this. So before I go, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. It was like almost 300 of y'all in my live today. I know this episode really wasn't all that, but I gave it the best that I could, especially being that I'm eyes tired from hanging out with Jamar and the rest of the people this weekend. But yeah, so this is my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Before I get up out of here, I just want to thank you guys for getting me at 38K. I just hit 38K today. So I definitely appreciate you guys for that. We're still on the road to 40K. Okay. Like, thank you guys for all that. Dun, I ain't thinking about you. But yeah, I hit 38K today, and I definitely appreciate it. And just thank you for all that. I appreciate it. And I'm about to get up out of here. So I'll talk to you guys another time. I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday afternoon, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.